Hey everybody. So again, I just jumped into a comma. It was a comma streaming, not Joy. Um, I hope she's doing okay. But again, this is the insanity that I continue to deal with, and it's really, I think it's absolutely absurd, especially after the video she made last night. I mean, is anybody else catching these things? Because last night, I don't know who else watched the video, but to me, it felt like she's literally the things she talked about, the way she talked about it was as you were in a relationship with somebody. She's saying, I gave him all these chances, I gave him all these things, he did all these things, wrong, 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 wrong. Why would you even say something like that to somebody unless you had some type of a relationship with them? I'm not even trying to push the fact that I felt like we were, because we really weren't. But she said these things. And then she says, he didn't learn, he didn't learn, he didn't learn, he didn't learn. Like, why would you even look at somebody like that unless you had some type of an idea to be in a relationship? Or there has to be some interest there for you to even care that much to think about things in that type of a manner. That's the problem. It's like she was judging me like we were in a relationship, but the whole time I'm being told that we aren't in a relationship and that she doesn't care. It's super fucking confusing. And now now Akama is making a video calling me again the obsessive one and making me the victim, and it's all Brian's fault. He's fucking crazy. And as a even her terminology is incorrect. The parapsychology thing that she's trying to say that I am, that has to do with a celebrity and an individual that has no part of that celebrity's life at all. That is not what is going on here, okay? We've had multiple live stream conversations, but beyond that, we've been making videos back and forth for months. We both know each other. We've both been able to express who we are, okay? It's not the same fucking situation at all. And I've been very chill about staying on my channel and my lane. I don't really go into her chat anymore. I don't even watch. I've been really trying to put a good effort to watch more of her videos because she continues to say that somebody's not listening. But who's that somebody? Why would she care about somebody listening to her if she really didn't care about that person? It doesn't make any freaking sense. This is the insanity that I gotta deal with every day. I try to make things right, I try to express myself and open up more and speak more and get cleaner. And then I get hit with, oh, she wants nothing to do with you. She never wanted anything to do with you. You're just a fucking crazy person. Back to victimhood. And now Brian comes with all these accusations and he calls me out of my shit because it's true. It takes two to fucking tango. It's retarded. Even if this whole thing, even if there was no affiliation with us having any type of remote romantic interest, it still takes two to tango. It is what it is. If you really feel somebody's being obsessive and they ask you to stop talking about them, just leave them the fuck alone. Like I told you guys to call the cops. You go ahead, raid my house. We have nothing to hide at our house. We're not doing nefarious activities. When I talked about my dad getting away with crime, I'm talking about the lowest demeanor of that type of crime. Like I'm talking about like people who live in Arizona and choose to smoke a particular herb type of crime, okay? I'm not talking about anything fucking crazy, serial killer, none of that shit. But again, because her head, she's been paying attention to all this crazy serial killer bullshit, that's where her head is at. That's where her focus is at. That's where her energy is at. And that's what she chooses to see in people, is the worst in people, not the best. Even though I think a part of her really does want to see the good in people. But I think a part of her, because she's been so hurt and tortured for so long, she has a protective nature. I think she has a kind of a self-survival instinct to see and be aware of the worst in people because she has been violated. And I get it. But not everybody's like that, Joy. And I'm not like that. And my dad has not done those nefarious things that you think he has. None of me and my brother have not been sexually molested or abused. That's not the demon we got running our engines. It's different, Both of my parents were, I think, but for whatever reason, it skipped on us. It didn't happen to us. Our things are more, like I said, like learning to tame our passions and, not get too fucked up and, stay on being responsible and doing the right thing and not have too much fun and discipline. These are more the lessons that me and my brother need to learn. Not dealing with traumas like being raped and stuff. But it's funny too, because a lot of his, girls that he's been with have had similar abusive problems in their lives too. So I'm not a stranger to it. But again, like the last night's stream, like I don't even know, she speaks in these riddles, which I get they have an effect, which especially if you're doing spiritual, spellcrafting and witchcraft, the better able you're, the better able you can rhyme your riddle, the more effective it is. So, it's hard for me to know really what's inside of her heart right now, because the message that's being portrayed to me again is that Yana never wanted anything to do with you, and that I'm just being a creepy, obsessive stalker. Based on the stream that I just saw last night, it seemed like she was pissed off that her man that she had chosen didn't give a shit about her, and she's lashing out by casting hex spells on her. If she wants to have a live stream to figure this out, and she can explain to me why she made that video last night and said the things she said, and also mentioned about having a husband and a wife and who she was referring to when she said those things, then I'd love to. I think that would help clear things up. Like I said, I thought it was cleared up when she said she didn't like me and she brought out the Dr. Seuss book. So I was like, you know what, it hurt, but fuck it. I'm just going to go with it and move on. So I make the video about, I got your message, Joy, moving on. And then, yeah, I came back here and I made a video about, expressing information I had on soulmates, because I had written that a few days ago and I wanted to get it out there. And even though me and Joy aren't together, it doesn't mean I don't think she still looks good. I mean, that's all I said. I wasn't like, I'm just being honest. Like, I do think she looks good, but at the same time, I'm not that picky. Like, I could be with a lot of different types of women. A lot of it has to do with the heart and the energy vibration and whether or not that is conducive. Because a lot of times with her, I think there's been so much pain on both of our ends that I don't know if it would be, sometimes the possibility of it being a healthy relationship seems almost impossible. I don't like saying that about anything, but we're dealing in, like, the levels of darkness and intensity seem to be growing, which really isn't good, which is why I've really, like, tried to back off completely or just give space and time. And I feel like she keeps on pushing me. So it's like, why are you pushing me? And she keeps trying to expose me, but there's nothing to expose because I haven't done anything. She's already called the FBI. I've already given her all my information. Go ahead, have them raid my house. There's nothing that any of my family members have to hide. You can search my history. I have nothing to be ashamed of. I haven't done anything. So just let that part of this whole thing go. That's all in your head. And again, if she wants me to stop watching your videos and to move on, which is what you should do, if you feel like somebody's obsessively stalking you, ask them to stop. And then if they don't stop, get a restraining order, block them from your channel, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do these things, okay? So again, we can solve this real quick. If she really thinks I'm an obsessive creeper, please just make a video with the title saying, Brian, please stop, leave me alone, and I will. Alright? If not, if you want to work it out, then we can do that. But please stop trying to point this all on me. That's not fair, it's not true, and it does take two to tango. Alright, I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.